We often talk about the Whole Lotta Red effect and how Carti completely changed the sound of the underground for nearly the last 6 years. But we rarely talk about his prodigy, Carson, who also had a similar effect on the underground scene in 2023. After listening to Early Life Crisis by Netspend, it's clear as day who has had the biggest influence on the overall sound of the underground rage rap scene in the past 2.5 years. And it's not entirely Carti. To fully understand the impact and change that Ken would have on this shift in the overall sound of rage, we first have to look back at the music he was making before A Great Chaos.
Hey, I got all these rats, no, they came in all blue. I feel like a butterfly just came out the cocoon, yeah.
Ken's sound on Project X and X were completely night and day in comparison to AGC. He had a bright and colorful rage sound mixed with hyperpop in 2021's Project X album, and he had a darker spin on the previous sound, yet still bright in comparison to AGC on his 2022 album, X.
I take out rest, pick up that low, swag, design on my clothes.
This would all change during the production process for A Great Chaos, where he put an emphasis on making a project that sounded more grungy, dark, and distorted. Starboy and Out of Town were still present during the crafting period of the album, but there would be new producers brought along who were part of an up-and-coming producer collective known as Draco FM.
Let's go hit a lick. Let's go do a drill. I heard he got a meal in his crib and stay up the hill. We don't give a fuck who you is. We don't give a fuck how you feel. We don't give a fuck how you feel. We don't get no fuck.
And this is where the AGC effect took place. The same distortion that people complain about in rage music in 2026 first started in October 2023 after the release of this album. In the next few weeks, we would see Osama-san release his first full-length project, Flex Music, which also had a ton of distortion throughout. In 2024, the shift would take full effect, and I'll share a few examples of this to close out the video. I just think this change in sound isn't talked about enough. We all know about the impact Whole Lotta Red had on the underground scene as a whole, but AGC by Carson was also a huge influence on shaping the sound in rage towards the halfway point in the 2020s.
I'm that coupon black, Rico on my ass, that boy tight spec, put it above black, says don't say shit, yo. Hey, little sis, don't say shit. We not say this nigga ain't shit, yeah. But we in this team, we ain't him. Got a couple of hoes rotation, yeah. No, I'm all for it. That shit's all noise. No, I can't fall for it. Can't take the fall for it. I know it's all yours. You never call for it. Take a strong, now I'm on the road. We selling boots on, stop out your crew. Sniper gang, take our brains off a coupe.
Ever catch me, you're a party, you're a show. Yeah, I keep to myself, cause I know what they don't, I know what they don't, I know what I don't. Yeah, I keep to myself, cause they know what I don't. That Range Rover, I got time today. Fuck this shot show with this all day. Brandy else came in, I'm gon' slip. I'm in Pi'erre with the drink, I'm in Pi'erre with the drink.